This is Abenteuer Allrad, and this is Gary from Motorcraft Developments from Doncaster. You've got an interesting vehicle here, Gary. What is it?
So this is our current offering of a MAN TGM 13 tonne. It's a fully fledged overlander, which is a permanent four-wheel drive, fully fitted out with diff locks, transfer box locks, high and low ratio gearbox, everything that you would need for a round the world overland adventure.
Right, so let's have a look inside. So we've got some steps to go up to start off with. And, right, so
Quite a spacious vehicle is the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts with a bed at the rear. Again, it's quite high to allow lots of storage underneath it, which is accessible from outside.
Mm-hmm.
All custom fitted furniture throughout. Obviously motorcraft and manufactured, including the seating area, which we've trimmed ourselves in-house. Fitted with this really nice, one of the things that we get a lot of feedback over the weekend is the size of the fridge and the freezer. So that is your fridge there, which is obviously the same size as your domestic fridge, but then it also has not one but two freezer drawers. So you have one freezer here and then another freezer down there, which gives you adequate storage again for travelling for extended periods of time.
Yeah, so what about the power for this?
So this has got 400 amp hours of lithium ion batteries, 6 kVA whisper power generator and a 4 kVA whisper inverter.
Okay, right.
All controlled from this little panel up here, so we can see everything that's happening within the vehicle, but we like to keep these things just tucked away so it's not too intrusive on your daily life.
Mm-hmm. I see Aldi heating.
Aldi heating system throughout on a wet diesel heating system. So we've got, as you can see behind the seating area, the vents along the back, and then at the back of the bed to allow for maximum circulation of air to prevent any condensation build-up. And as you can probably feel, it's lovely and toasty in here despite being about -2 outside.
Yes, and when the doors open as well. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it is. What do you mean by wet diesel?
So when I say wet diesel, you can have a blown air diesel heating system, or you can have a wet diesel system. So it's got a coolant loop, a bit like your radiators and your combi boiler at home. It pumps a coolant loop around through the radiating system. So it's a passive heating system, so you don't have the same noise at night when your heating's running.
Yeah. Yes. No, I think that's a better one, the blown air, because
it's quite noisy, isn't it?
It can be, and also in older vehicles, it drained the battery.
It's quite aggressive heating as well. It's dehydrating when the blown air system. This passive heating system is quite gentle and quite nice.
Yeah.
So we have an oak finish worktop with a cover for the sink that doubles up as a chopping board, which is quite handy. This is quite interesting. This is actually a gas hob, not a induction hob, despite it being glass fronted. It's called gas under glass. So you actually have a glass flame underneath here, a gas flame underneath the glass. It's actually really nice to cook on, but really easy to maintain. And when you've got a flat surface like this inside a truck, it obviously gives you another place to put things and another space to operate in. And it has a steam oven, an electric steam oven. So the steam oven will help you keep your joints of meat tender and your loaves of bread soft. And then at the back, at the front of the vehicle, we have what I regard as a huge bathroom, which is absolutely lovely. Multi-drain shower tray, cassette toilet, and then what most people love is tucked away in here is your washing machine.
Domestic washing machine as well.
Domestic washing machine, yeah, because we don't have the same weight limits, or we don't have to worry about weight limits as much as a small panel van.
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah.
So this vehicle is plated to 13 tonne and probably weighs about 11 to 12 when she's fully loaded with water, gas, and fuel and everything else. So and all your personal possessions. So there's adequate payload for anything else. And then on the front of the bathroom, we have I'll just squeeze by, we have this door here, which is your crawl through to go into the cabin, again, for safety and security. And then as you can see in there, it's quite a nice modern cab. It's an absolute joy to drive. I drove it here. We've been in it, staying in it for about 3 days. Quite frankly, I don't want to give it back.
Yeah. And this washroom here though is outstanding. Really.
It's lovely, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Have a look outside.
Okay, right. Yes, absolutely. Also, like this is also very domestic looking.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And of course, it's got air conditioning as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is lovely for in hot climates. So as per all of our vehicles, side lockers along the outside of it. These stairs obviously fold up and go away. These has got extended tanks on it, so we have 1,000 litres of diesel on board this truck. So I don't know exactly what the range is, but we'll just go with a lot, probably about 2,000 miles between fills.
Yeah.
Again, another electric winch fitted on the front. We decided on this one to make these nice little spots here to perch on, so when you want to stop for a quick sandwich at lunchtime, you can quite happily sit here and watch the world go by. Quite fond of that, to be fair, when you don't want to stop for too long. She's a bit bigger than things like the 7.5 ton Unimog, but to be honest with you, she's not too big to handle and drive around. Again, motocraft storage lockers. This is the toilet cassette. This is access to service the heating system. I think the one at the back is a water fill point, and then down here we have a diesel generator and battery storage.
Yes.
All behind these finished lockers. That is probably about it. We have a look around the other side. You'll be able to see the boot space.
Okay. And I can hear it doesn't look as though it's raining. It's water coming down from outside somewhere.
And then it's all locked. Let me grab a key.
Okay. And in the meantime, I'll just point this one here out as well. This Unimog, which is rather exceptional. And you can see this one in another video, but I just wanted to show the front as well, because it does look rather nice. Anyway, you have to see that video. So this is a quick look at, whilst we're waiting for that, I'll have a quick look at the situation here at Abenteuer und Allrad. October, so it's the end of October really, and it's normally held at the beginning of June, so it's normally not this cold as it is now, but there's a wonderful look of the colours of autumn here today. Oh, sorry, so I was took the commercial break there. I missed. So
as you can see underneath, you've got under the bed area again, you've got a huge amount of storage.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's got my camper gear in it, but that hasn't even dented the space that's in there.
Yeah. Oh, you've got a lot of camera gear.
I've got a lot of camera gear.
And here we have.
So over here we've got our water fill point. So we have a water fill point, a breather. You can see how much water is in there. So I've got a quarter of a tank, and then obviously a power socket, waterproof power socket, in case you want to run an external fill pump to fill from natural water sources. This will filter all the water coming in, so you can pick up from the river or anything else.
Oh, a tank test CB. So I didn't know they made them. Because, we sort of did one homemade job, of course, but.
Yeah, we don't actually use these anymore, so this vehicle is about a year old. It's a display vehicle. We actually have it all integrated into our Victron systems now.
Okay.
So on our Victron systems you can see all your water levels, fuel levels and everything else.
Yes. Sorry, I was thinking of having this, as you put the water in, you can actually see how much is in.
Yeah, you can. That's why it's there, but we have a secondary screen on our newer build so you can see inside and outside what you've got.
Yeah. Okay, so that's very nice. So this one here is for sale now. Motorcraft Adventure Developments.com.
Or .co.uk. Whatever you like.
Yeah, right. So thanks very much for showing that and for watching. And if you found that of interest, then you might want to see more vehicles. Thanks for watching.